Hey guys, welcome back, and today we are going to discuss about the anatomy and physiology of eye. The eye contains over 2 million working parts and considered the second most complex organ in the body. Your eyes are the sensory organs that allows you to see. Your eyes capture visible light from the world around you and turn it into the form your brain uses to create your sense of vision. One interesting fact is that your brain doesn't have sensory abilities of its own. It needs your eyes to gather information about the world around you. Most people are born with two eyes working together. They give you a field view about 200 degrees wide and 135-degree tall. When your eyes work together correctly, they give you depth perception and 3D vision. They also give you color vision. Vision is the entire process that starts with sight and ends with your brain processing what your eyes see into a form your brain can use and understand. Now we will see the parts of eye. First part is cornea. Cornea is the outer windshield-like layer. This protects inside of your eye like a windshield. The corneas also do a part of work bending light as it enters your eyes. The clear front window of the eye which transmits and focuses lights into eye. Next part is sclera. This is the white part of your eye that forms the general shape and structure of your eyeball. Conjunctiva. This clear thin layer covers sclera and lines the inside of your eyelids. Aqueous humor. This fluid that fills the space called anterior chamber of your eye. The pressure of aqueous humor helps to maintain your eye shape. So in this image you can see where is cornea. Okay, cornea is the windshield. Sclera, this white part is sclera. Conjunctiva, the thin covering layer of sclera. Then aqueous humor, the humor or the liquid present in the anterior part of your eyes or the chamber, and vitreous humor, the fluid present in the posterior chamber of the eye. Next is iris. Iris is the part contain muscles that contain or control the size of your pupil. So in iris, a middle color black spot we can see that is pupil. So iris gives color to your eye. So this blue color or gray color part is known as iris. Okay, it contains muscles, and in the middle of this iris you can see a dark spot. The dark spot is called pupil. Okay, and this pupil will enlarge or sometimes it will get small depend upon the amount of light enters into your brain. Iris contain muscles, and this iris helps or support this process of enlarging or reducing the size of your pupil. So behind the pupil we can see lens, and the lens is the transparent part of your eye, and this lens is transparent and can be replaced if necessary. Our lens deteriorates as we age, resulting in the need for reading glasses. So in this image clearly you can see the parts of your eyes. The external muscles you can see, conjunctiva the layer of sclera, cornea the windshield layer or the outer layer of your eye, lens that is just behind your pupil, and this gray color part is called iris. Then vitreous humor is the fluid which gives shape and which also give the size and shape for your eyes, and anterior part is vitreous humor and posterior part is vitreous humor. This is fluid, and outside or the back of the eye you can see a thin layer that is called retina. Okay, retina is a thin layer of light sensitive cells at the back of your eyes, converts light into electrical signals. It contains rods and cones cells, and these cells are responsible for transferring the light waves or light into electrical signals. Macula, the small area of your retina, is key to your vision, and it is responsible for the center of your visual field. The middle part of your macula is known as fovea, the center of the macula which provides sharp vision. Then optic nerve, this connects your retinas to your brain. It's like the data cable that carries signals from your eyes with connection point linking to multiple areas. Then choroid, in this image you can see the choroids. Okay, so this is choroid containing blood cells that lines the back of eye and is located between retina and sclera. Then ciliary bodies, so this is ciliary bodies, and the ciliary body containing muscles and is located behind the iris, which focuses the lens. And also, of course, we have external muscles. This controls your eyes position, alignment and movement. All right, so these are all the part of your eyes. So when you study, you just take a picture and compare this picture with the writing, then your understanding will be easy. Now we will see the physiology of eye. The eye is connected to the brain and dependent upon the brain to interpret what we see. When the light passes through the front of eye, that is cornea, to the lens, the cornea and the lens help to focus light rays onto back of eye, that is retina. So first the light hits on cornea. From the cornea through iris, pupil, vitreous humor, okay, it will touch retina. Okay, in retina, next process will take place. That is photoreceptors which is present in the retina will transfer this light rays into electrical impulses, and that electrical impulses through the optic nerve will go to brain, especially to the occipital lobe of your brain, and there rest of the process will take place and you will get vision. The eyes works much same as the camera. When it is very dark, our pupil are very large, letting in more light. The lens of camera is able to focus on objects far away. Same way, the lens of the eye also help us to focus. The light is transmitted through the cornea, aqueous humor, lens, and vitreous humor before it's tracking to retina. The lens is adjustable and transparent, and this component helps or work with the help of ciliary muscles. Lens is the adjustable component of the refractive system with the help of ciliary muscles. The retina is composed of two types of photoreceptor cells, as I said in the previous slide. They are rod cells and cone cells. Rod cells are primarily responsible for scotopic vision or low light vision. So rod cells will not give color vision. There are approximately 90 million rod cells in the human retina. Okay, the next cell is cone cells. Cone cells give you the color vision, and the human retina contain approximately 6 millions of cone cells. Okay, then in retina there is a specific area called macula. The middle part of macula is responsible for finest vision. Okay, and that area is known as fovea, and this fovea has the highest density of cone cells, and there is no rod cells. Okay, the fovea has high density of cone cells and there is no rod cells in that area. Okay, then it should be noted that there's a visual field or blind spot present at the site of your optic nerve where there is no photoreceptors. So that means no cone cells or no rod cells. In comparing the photoreceptor cells type, rods have more photopigment. Rods have more photopigments. Now we will see the process of vision. In order to produce a clear image, the eye must complete 5-step process. First point is light enters the eye through the cornea. Second point, the pupil adjusts in response to the light. Third one, the lens focuses the light onto retina. Fourth, the light is focused onto retina. Fifth, the optic nerve transmit visual information to brain. Now we will see in detail. So first step is light enters the eye through the cornea. When we look at an object, the light that is reflected off the object enters the eye through the clear front layer of the eye called cornea. So where first the light will get hit means it will hit on retina. It will first hit on cornea. The cornea bends the light before it passes through a watery substances that fills the area behind the cornea called aqueous humor. So first it will hit on cornea. Okay, from cornea the light will bend and it will enter into aqueous humor, that is the fluid present in the anterior chamber of your eye. So from the aqueous humor the light continues to travel to the back of eye. Okay, back of eye, that means continue to travel to the back of eye through your iris and exactly through your pupil. Okay, from the pupil or through the pupil, it will enter into lens. The lens adjusts its shape to bend and focus the light a second time to ensure that you have a clear image on what you're looking at. At this point, the light has been bent twice as it moved from the cornea through the lens and then from lens to retina. This double bending has actually flipped the image upside down. Now we will go to next stage, that is the fourth stage. The light then passes from the lens to back of the eye, which is filled with clear gelatinous substance called vitreous humor, until it reaches the retina. The light is then focused throughout the retina, which contain nerves called photoreceptors. The photoreceptors are made up of rod cells and cone cells. And these photoreceptors are responsible for transforming the light rays into electrical impulses. The light entering the eyes is focused onto the focal point on the retina known as macula. Then the last stage, the nerves of the retina collect all of the electrical impulses. The nerves of the retina collect all of the electrical impulses, which then travel through the optic nerve at the very back of the eye up to the occipital lobe in the back of brain. So these are all the 5 steps in order to receive the vision or in order to see the object. First, the light will hit on cornea. When it hit on cornea, the bending process will take place or the light will get bent. From there, the light will enter into atrius humor. From atrius humor to iris and exactly to pupil. From pupil, it will enter into lens. In lens, again, lens will adjust its size and shape, and again one more bending will take place. And after that bending, the light will enter into vitreous humor. That means the posterior chamber of the eye. Okay, from the vitreous humor or through the vitreous humor, the light will come to retina. In retina, we have rod cells and cone cells. And these photoreceptors will change or transfer these light rays into electrical impulses. And these electrical impulses will move into optic nerves. Through optic nerve, or optic nerve is like a data cable, optic nerve will take all these electrical impulses to your brain, exactly to the occipital lobe of your brain. Rest of the process will take place in the brain. When it comes to rods and cones, there are 2 types of photoreceptors, as I said, rods and cones. Rods are responsible for vision at low light level, and cones are responsible for color vision. I'll give you a simple example. If you have only rod cells, you can see black, you have black and white vision. You cannot see any colors. Cone cells are there means you will get color vision. So rods are responsible for low light level vision, okay, and low light. So if only because of this rod cells only we can see everything in dim light also we will get the vision. Cone cells are active at higher levels, that is photopic vision, are capable of color vision and are responsible for high spatial acuity. The central fovea is populated by cones and there is no rod cells in that area. There are 3 types of cones. They are S cones, M cones and L cones, or sensitive cones, okay, long wavelength sensitive cones, or middle wavelength sensitive cones, or short wavelength sensitive cones. How this name we have received means their names comes from 2 ancient Greek words, light receivers, photo receivers or photo receptors. They take light that enters your eyes and convert it into form of electrical impulses. That means your brain can use this one for your sense of vision. The photoreceptors in your retinas are very specialized types of neuron. So if it is a neuron, definitely retina can be a part of your central nerve system. So when we go into detail, the rod cells are the photoreceptors, are tall and have a cylindrical tube-like shape. They are extremely sensitive to even tiny amounts of light. About 95% of the photoreceptors in your eyes are rods. They are great at helping you see in the dim places, but they are not good at fine details and they can't see colors at all. Cone cells. Cones are photoreceptors with a cone-like shape, meaning they are circular at the bottom and have a pointed tip at the top. They need more light to activate than rods. but they can detect colors when they are active. Most cones are in one place on your retina, the macula. They are why the center of your visual field can see colors and other fine details. Your eyes have three types of cones, like S cone, M cone, and L cone, that works together as part of color vision. The cones don't see the colors themselves. Instead, they see light wavelengths and tell your brain about them. So the cone cells is responsible for color. It doesn't mean that it see colors. What it is doing means they see the light wavelength and tell your brain about them. So there is a pure physics. Okay, so cone will help you to understand the wavelength of the colors. So and after that, what this cone will do means instead of they see light wavelength and instead of see the color, they see the wavelength of that color and tell your brain about that. Your brain turns that into your ability to see color. For example, when you see a rainbow, red color and violet color, you are seeing it's because of cone cells. It doesn't mean that corn cells are seeing the color. Okay, what is happening there means the corn cell will see the wavelength and the corn cell will tell this wavelength to your brain. That's what when you see rainbow, red color will be the outermost layer and violet will be the innermost layer. Red light has the longest wavelength, which is why it forms the outermost layer and the longest layer, and violet has the shortest wavelength, which is why it forms the inner or shortest part of the arc. So your consoles will tell your brain that okay, I've seen a layer, a longest wavelength layer. So the brain will would process that color into red, and we will see the outermost layer as red and innermost layer as violet, because violet has less wavelength and red has more long wavelength. The most people have three types of cone photoreceptors, S, M, and L. Having these three subtypes or cone subtypes is called trichromacy. These three subtypes are short, medium, long. Short concave, medium, and long. Short cone are known as, or short cone subtype is also blue. Blue subtypes, and medium is green and long is red. Your brain can compare these differences in the signals from all these three cone types to determine the color. That's why the average healthy human eye can distinguish up to 1 million colors. And one more thing is there, that is tetrachromacy. That means four cones instead of three. Normally in human eyes we have three cones, okay? But in some cases, and especially in female, we will see four cones. There's a range genetic mutation that can only happen in females that can cause them to have four cone subtypes, and that's called tetrachromacy. When tetrachromacy happens, it can't be either too weak or too strong. Weak tetrachromacy means the brain can't fully process the input from the fourth cone. Strong tetrachromacy means the brain does process the fourth cone's input. That fourth cones let someone with tetrachromacy distinguish 100 million colors. Okay, 100 million colors. So normally our eye can distinguish 1 million colors. If tetrachromacy is strong means can see 100 million colors. But strong tetrachromacy is also very rare, which makes it hard for experts to tell how often it happens or do more research on it. So this is about the anatomy and physiology of eyes. Hope you understand, guys. Next time with another body organ. Thank you so much.